Well, the mayor's race in Atlantic City may have one less candidate soon. Channel 53 has learned of a number of irregularities found in the petition signatures of candidate John Scarceletti. Representatives of the city clerk's office have been reviewing the petitions at the Board of Elections and are expected to announce their findings shortly. 207 valid signatures are needed to place a mayoral candidate on the May 11th ballot. And a candidate for council at large in Atlantic City today attacked the Dunes Corporation for holding out on apartments they own while the city suffers a housing crisis. Nora Mushanik reports.
Arnold Orsatti, Jr., a candidate for council at large on Commissioner Michael Matthews' ticket, said today that in the face of a critical housing crisis, the Dunes Corporation is leaving 100 apartments unoccupied in the Mayfair building, which they own.
To my knowledge, they have almost 100 empty units. These units are livable. They are ready for people to live in today. The people in here refuse to rent those units.
Now, what do you want the Dunes to do, or what are you about to do about it?
I want the Dunes to put these units on the market immediately, to rent them. There's such a critical shortage. We need places to live.
Orsatti called the holdout unconscionable and said he plans to contact the Casino Control Commission, the Attorney General's office, and the Department of Community Affairs to complain.
Well, I'm going to go to the Casino Control Commission, and I'm going to make the Dunes put these units on the market. And if they don't, I believe they should not be granted any kind of license.
However, Dunes officials say it would be a good idea for Orsatti to check his facts before he does that. Attorney Leo Schoffer said there are 66, not 100 apartments vacant, and with good reason.
The non-renting of these apartments, in my opinion, really gives additional security to the tenants who do now reside in the Mayfair. Because these apartments become vacant, we now have additional space for offices in the future, for the Dunes, for housing, for Dunes people that might come in once the project gets going. And that means that we won't have the need to take the Mayfair down, because the Mayfair will serve an important function to the overall project. And it really gives additional security to the people that are in the Mayfair now. And the Dunes feels it has an obligation to the people that are in the Mayfair now.
Schoffer said the current tenants have leases, no one is in danger of losing their apartments, and in fact the Dunes has an excellent relationship with Mayfair tenants. As for the housing crunch, Schoffer acknowledges there is one, but thinks perhaps Orsatti is just looking for targets about now.
Well, I think that in all pre-election situations, landlords are fair game, and the Dunes in this particular case is a landlord, and unfortunately the subject of this statement.
This is Nora Mushanik reporting.